Welcome to the Christian Success Show, the show that helps you achieve more success in every area of your life. I'm your host, Wes Young. Thank you for joining me today. The Christian Success Show is brought to you by Christian-Success.com. Visit Christian-Success.com to join the community and check out the special $7 deals designed to help you achieve big success in specific areas of your life. If you want personal help achieving more success, you can find out how to work with the top Christian life, success, and business coach and consultant at Christian-Success.com/coach. Now, let's get started with today's show. Today's show is Stop Beating Yourself Up. And this is something that I have a lot of experience with because over the years, through starting and running many different businesses, side businesses, regular businesses, and working with business owners and entrepreneurs through consulting and coaching, this is one of the big issues that can stop you from achieving results as fast as you might be able to, or can get you off track as fast as anything can. And that is basically making a mistake or running up against an obstacle and then beating yourself up over the mistake and letting it knock you off track, or making you feel guilty about something, or anything else that comes with beating yourself up that doesn't help you get towards or work towards the success that you're wanting to work for. And this is something that I've had to learn how to deal with over the years. I used to make a mistake and I'd beat myself up, like, why did I do that? It was such a dumb mistake. I should have saw that coming. And instead of just getting right back on the path and taking action, I would let that knock me off my path or my map towards the success that I wanted to achieve. And sometimes it'd take me a long time to get over that and get back on track. Now, I've learned to handle this a lot better through experience and probably some maturity, but still every once in a while I'll make a mistake or something will happen and I'll try to fall back into this and start beating myself up. Of course, now I recognize it much faster and I know how to get out of that and get back on track. And that's some of the things that I'm going to share with you on today's show, how you can use some tricks or strategies to quickly get back on track, and why beating yourself up is not really conducive to your long-term success. So, the path to success is filled with challenges. There's no doubt about that. I'm not trying to say that you're not going to face challenges and that you're not going to make mistakes, because you are. We as humans make mistakes. You're going to run up against obstacles and you're going to make mistakes. And mistakes aren't always bad things. Sometimes they help you learn what not to do so that you can do a better job doing what you need to do. But the path to success is filled with challenges. Every challenge can lead to doubts about your abilities or what you're doing, or make you question your abilities. They lead to self-doubt. And usually self-doubt or questioning your abilities is not going to help you achieve the success that you want to achieve. That doesn't mean that you need to ignore where your abilities are lacking. You need to recognize where your abilities are lacking and take steps to correct them. But when you let it lead to self-doubt and you start beating yourself up, it takes you off the path you need to be on to achieve the success that you want. This is natural. This is not something that only you face. Most humans face obstacles and they can let some self-doubt creep in. This is completely natural. The point is that you can't let it stop you or pull you off the path towards the success that you're trying to achieve. When you face challenges or make mistakes, you can't be too hard on yourself. You do need to recognize them and learn from them, but it doesn't help you if you're too hard on yourself. So identify the challenge or identify the mistake you've made. Own it. Own the challenge. Own the mistake. Say, yes, I made this mistake. I messed up, but then learn from it and move on. It doesn't do you any good to beat yourself up or wallow in guilt or be upset for a long time over a failure or a mistake or a challenge you're facing. Recognize what it is, own it, learn from it, move on. Here's another thing that can lead to beating yourself up. Are you too much of a perfectionist? Do you feel that everything you have to do has to be perfect, and if it's not 100% perfect, that you've failed in some way? This is what a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners face, that they're too much of a perfectionist. So if it's not perfect, they're not happy. Here's the fact, though. As humans, we are not perfect. You're not perfect, and I'm not perfect. You need to be good. You need to do the best you can, but you don't shoot for perfection, because if your goal is perfection, then you've just set yourself up for long-term disappointment. Being too hard on yourself is counterproductive. It doesn't help. It doesn't matter if it's because you're a perfectionist or for some other reason, but anytime you're too hard on yourself, it's counterproductive. It makes the situation worse. It compounds the mistake that you're down on yourself about. So you need to figure out how to recognize the mistake or the obstacle and then not make it worse by beating yourself up. And here's one way to do that. Set clear and realistic expectations. When you set clear and realistic expectations, this means that you've done the research and done the work required to know what you can expect, what you want to get done, and how hard it's going to be and how long it's going to take. And you might have even be able to recognize some obstacles that might get in the way. When you set clear and realistic expectations, then you go out and you meet them consistently. This means you consistently work on your plan. Whatever area of success in your life you're working towards, you need to have a plan. It needs to be clear and realistic, and you need to understand what's required. Then once you do, go out and work on your plan and you meet your realistic expectations consistently. This is how you're going to reach your long-term success goals. Everyone makes mistakes. Once again, we are not perfect. You're not perfect, so you're going to make mistakes. Just learn from every single mistake that you make and then do better moving forward. Like I said earlier, recognize the mistake, accept the mistake, learn everything you can from the mistake, and then don't make the same mistake again. If you absolutely have to spend some time beating yourself up, then set a time limit for how long you're going to let yourself do that. I suggest eliminating beating yourself up completely, not spend a second on it. But there are some people that simply aren't able to completely eliminate beating themselves up about some mistakes they make. So, if you're one of these people and you absolutely have to beat yourself up when you make a mistake, set a time limit. I recommend the shortest time limit possible, but no longer than an hour. Set a time limit for an hour that you can beat yourself up all you want. But then, at the end of an hour, you're going to get right back to work and you're going to move on. And then keep working that back. Work it to a half hour, then 15 minutes, and then 5 minutes. And then set a timer. 5 minutes, beat yourself up, and then move on. Keep a running list of mistakes that you make, but also keep right alongside this list the corrections that you make for every mistake. As soon as you make a mistake, immediately fix it. Take action instead of beating yourself up. When you take action, it doesn't give you time to beat yourself up. Hey, I made a mistake. Let's fix it immediately. And that way, you're not beating yourself up because you don't have any time. Don't give yourself time to beat yourself up. And the way to do this is to take immediate action. Action is how you achieve success anyway. So when you do make a mistake, immediately take more action. And the truth is, if you aren't making mistakes, then you're probably not taking enough action towards your success goals. The path to success is not straight. It's not without issues. It's not without challenges. It's not without mistakes. You've got to take massive action to achieve the success you want. And when you take massive action, it does lead to some mistakes. But the way to fix those mistakes is to double down on the action, start taking more action. So stop beating yourself up on your path to all of your success goals. I want to sincerely thank you for joining me today. I know that you have plenty of options on how you spend your time, and it's an honor you're letting me help you achieve more success in your life. God bless you. Don't forget to check out the special $7 deals designed to help you achieve more success in specific areas of your life at Christian-success.com. If you want personal help achieving more success, you can find out how to work with the top Christian life, success, and business coach and consultant at Christian-success.com/coach. Have a blessed day.